Hi everyone, this is Paul Lang from Disciplined Trading Strategies with another Play of the Week video. This is for the week ending March 25th, 2018. This play was on PE and it happened on the 23rd. That actually was on Friday morning, bright and early. The strategy was based on a 15-minute DTS buy setup plus, meaning really in all strategies in here, I have them occurring across multiple time frames to some extent. So I'll go into a little more detail in just a minute. But it's more than just a 15-minute buy setup. I want to make sure that's happening in coordination with other time frames as well. The entry was rather simple. The management was advanced, reward to risk 2.4 to 1. It all happened in about 30 minutes, mostly because that was a Friday morning. I want to emphasize also the reason I am picking this play to show this week is because it is just a very, very simple play. I want to talk about the word simple for a minute. A lot of times people will say to me, why don't you keep things very simple? And I agree, I do. I do try to keep them very simple. But just simple, starting from zero, how many people are successful at trading? You probably know, not a whole lot. You can be, but taking advice from somebody who is new to trading and saying, why not keep this simple, would be a mistake. You do need to keep it simple, but to get things simple, you have to first understand everything. And once you understand everything, then you boil it down to something that is a simple concept for you that you like to do every day, and that's exactly what I do. So this is very simple to me, but to somebody not understanding it or seeing it for the first time, it may come across as being rather complicated. And of course, there's a lot that goes into each of these plays. They are never quite as simple as they appear on these couple of slides that you see. But here is the 15-minute chart for PE, and this is the way it looked at the end of the day on Friday. And of course, I was interested in, when we open, that's the daily chart, how it looked going into Friday. First concept was the daily chart had a wide range bar breakout, of course, across the support area 2 days prior to that. The next day, on Thursday, there was that narrow red bar, and that's what I want to see, to use that narrow red bar for support to look for the stock to then move higher the next day. And that's exactly what I found. On the 15-minute chart, that's where I ended up with the entry, because that was the day of the play, and then that run after that was the move I was trying to capture. And this happened on a 15-minute buy setup because that is considered to be a major support area the way that it formed, at least the way that I define it. Coming down to a 5-minute chart to find the entry, the stock actually gapped up on that particular morning right there and then fell right into the support area. Notice it took out the prior day's closing area, which means absolutely nothing. It fell into that support area that you can see from the prior day. I got an entry at 27.42 by 27.29. Now this is a very liquid stock. That's something that's important because you can find stocks that you may see a strategy occur on, but you can't play more than a couple hundred shares, so they're not realistic plays, not if you're trying to make your living doing this. This is a very liquid stock, so share size obtaining it was not really any problem, even at that time of the day. That was a little before 10 o'clock when this occurred. It's important to understand that support level is a true support level. There are 4 criteria I use to judge support because, as you probably know, not every time you see a support area does it hold. And you may think that's because technical analysis doesn't work, but that's not the case. It's because people don't often understand exactly what support and resistance mean and how to evaluate them properly. So this was a Friday morning, and I typically don't like hanging around on Fridays more than mid-morning, so I did want to take some quick profits on this, and I ended up taking one total target, which is not what I normally do, at 27.74. I was able to trail past my original first target and ended up taking the whole thing, and it was a very nice, almost 2.5 reward to risk play. However, as you notice, I can't be very proud of this one because it went twice the distance. This ended up being a 6 reward to risk play had you simply trailed on a 5-minute bar by bar basis. Now, of course, after the fact, that's easy to say. In the moment, this was an exceptional run the stock had, but I ended up getting a very nice trade out of it for a Friday morning, a very, very simple play. It involves finding the right stock from the daily chart, finding the right one to look at during the trading day, and catching it at exactly the right moment. This, of course, is all done in the DTS trading room, where you can follow along. Don't lose money while you're learning to trade. Follow along in a room and begin to develop your own strategies as you are following the room so that you're always making money. This is Paul Lang for Disciplined Trading Strategies. Until next time, good trading, everybody.